Hello, everyone.
Hello.
Hey.
Welcome back. Sorry we've been MIA for the past couple weeks, but this weather in Ohio is hell.
It's been cray.
It's the opposite of hell, but
Yeah.
Hell froze
A
over.
frozen hell.
everyone, welcome back, Ian.
Hey guys.
He enjoyed it the first time, so he was like, "Yo, let me back on, punks," and we were just like, "Okay."
Punks.
He held a gun to our head, and we were just like, "I guess we have no choice then, huh?"
Yeah. No, zero choice.
Bold of you to assume I'm that cool.
So, I guess to start off with, Erin, you entered this contest last year.
Yeah, this is the thing that we've mentioned before that I did not want to say by name because I didn't want anyone ruining my chances. Turns out, didn't fucking matter. So I had entered into the HGTV Urban Oasis house giveaway because they had this really, really beautiful house in Oakley, which is just the neighborhood right next to mine. And this house was so freaking cute. It was literally everything I'd ever wanted in a house. And it came with a house and also a cash prize. And I was like, well, I need both of those. So I entered in twice a day, every day for 2 months. And that was the max. You could do twice a day. And then you could send in as many postcard entries as you wanted. So I sent in, I think 450 postcards.
Lord have mercy.
Yeah, I know. And for the postcards, you had to hand write everything. You had to hand write the address. You had to put on the postcard your phone number and your birthday to verify, that you were old enough to enter the contest. So 450 times I had to write P.O. Box, blah, 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 Knoxville, Tennessee, blah, 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 10,000 times. My hand was burned to a nub.
Cramping up.
Yes. It was awful. And then, joke's on me, it didn't even win. It was literally all for nothing. Spent money on postcards, spent money on postage, nothing.
Thanks, HGTV.
With all that effort you put in, what did the actual winner have to do to best you?
She did less than me, apparently. There was a whole article. She was like, I entered in a couple times, and, I didn't even, answer their phone calls for a little while, so, they may have just moved on to the next person if I hadn't picked up the phone that one time. And I was just like, bitch, you should have not picked up the phone. Yeah, HGTV even wrote, they were like, we had a hard time, getting a hold of so-and-so. And I was just like, oh my God, I was so ready. I was answering phone calls from numbers who I didn't have any idea. They were trying to get money from me. I was like, no, you're not who I want to talk to. So I lost. I'm real salty about it. All my dreams are down the toilet.
It was
Going to the club.
It was called, now, was it called the HGTV Oasis Home or Dream Home?
HGTV Urban Oasis.
Oh. Okay.
And they do these they give away houses a couple times a year, but this one it was perfect. It was the perfect house in the perfect location.
Right.
Perfect. And you know what? It's fine. Moving forward in my shithole apartment with no money.
Let's talk about it.
Really negative feelings. Filing it in the hurtful files. HGTV, you have hurt me for the last time. I will not let you hurt me ever again. I won't allow it.
Stay out of my DMs.
Yeah. I will, however, accept an apology and a small cash donation to me.
A small loan of $1 million.
Yeah. I won't be paying it back. That's mine. I'm keeping it. So greatly disappointed. I'm gonna at HGTV in this episode. How do we? You handle that.
I'll tweet it out to them. Be like, HGTV, you owe us something.
Yeah. Literally crush me.
This has been the worst trade deal in the history of trade deals.
I don't even. Trump has nothing to do with this.
I know, but
This
his
is my
quotes are very relevant here.
So yeah, that's my. Happy 2019. I'm a loser. Thanks, HGTV. Literally spent like hours and hours and hours filling out those damn postcards, thinking like, oh yeah, I'm so gonna win this. Turns out there was like over like 6 million entries, so like so like the chances of me winning anyway were just so small.
It's not so much the fact that you didn't win; it's more the fact that they gave it to that dumb bitch who did nothing.
Right. I mean, but that's all it is, though. It's just, it's luck of the draw. So I mean, I get it. I get it. And she's like got kids and stuff. I was like, you know what? Fine.
Yeah, they're fucked.
Well, at least you know where she lives now, and you can go egg her car.
Oh my god. No. That is true. You know, I'm gonna roll up. Knock, knock, bitch. You're in my house. Get out. This is my house. You may think that you won it.
Instead of
earned it.
Instead of adding HGTV, be like, roll up at her house, knock, knock, bitch.
Yeah.
You owe me something.
Yeah. Show her all my receipts. Postage and postcards.
Oh boy.
Can never get that time back. It's fine. Moving on.
Is that why I'm just now hearing about this? You didn't want anyone to know until...
No, because I didn't want like listeners or my friends to like be like, you know what, that's a cool house, I'm gonna enter too, and like make my chances of winning even worse than they already were.
Erin, I have something to admit.
Did you enter it?
No.
Doesn't matter.
I'm the old lady.
If you were her, there's guest rooms in that house. I know that house, floor to ceiling. Best believe I know how many guest bedrooms there are. I'd be living there.
So Ian, what have you been up to?
Not a whole lot, just working my new job and kind of just trying to avoid my parents.
What's your new... Avoid your parents? What?
That's who I live with them, and every time I come home, they gotta ask me some stupid questions about how my day went.
Oh my god.
Yeah, stupid questions. Hey, how was your day? Just genuine interest.
You know how nosy they are.
How was your day? It's not like
No.
It's not.
They want to know like every aspect of my day.
Well, sure. I mean,
every day, my dad comes up, my dog asks me something. Well, he expects some really interesting and riveting story, and I'm like, dude, there's nothing interesting about replacing a water heater.
I'm sticking my hand in toilets
every day,
pulling out clogs.
Pretty much.
That's what he wants. We'll make something up.
We're doing God's work here.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
Just say, yeah, I pulled another human hand out of a toilet.
Yeah, sure.
Just make something up.
Oh my god. Speaking of toilets.
Oh no.
There's this YouTube video. This one guy is fishing out of a toilet. Have you seen that?
What do you mean, fishing out of a toilet?
He's at like some park. He goes inside the women's restrooms just because it has more toilets than the men's. Sets up these fishing poles. Like puts like bait on the hooks. And then like he like loosens the string or the line.
Yes.
Flushes the toilet, lets the bait go down, and then like he waits until he hears something, starts cranking it up, and there's fish coming out of this toilet.
No.
I was genuinely freaked out and disgusted.
What kind of fish?
I forget what type of fish he said it was, but I think
this video wasn't like doctored. It wasn't like edited to look like.
I mean, the clips were cut just because I'm pretty sure it took a while for the line to get some fish or whatever. But other than that, I don't think there's any other editing. I mean, it might take me a while to find it because I think some friend had showed me, but
I mean,
I I think
stay out of the ladies' restroom, you weirdo.
What's he doing with these fish? He's not eating them, is he?
Yeah, he's probably eating his poop fish.
That's what I'm saying, because like they're in the drains of.
Nothing good comes out of those, I promise you.
Yeah, so I don't think he's eating them, but he has like this little.
He's probably just flushing them back down.
It's just someone's goldfish they flushed 5 years ago,
Yeah.
hanging out down there.
Some monster. Yeah, I mean, like you hear stuff about like snakes like crawling up like through pipes.
Even rats can do it.
Right, rats.
Because they can hold their breath for like an hour. Maybe that's not the right amount, but it's something stupid
I've
amount of
seen
time.
videos of like people opening up their toilets and there's like a big old anaconda or a rat, and they call like the police or like an exterminator.
Let me tell you, one Christmas morning, I screamed like a little girl, only because I was a little kid at this time. But I opened up the lid to the toilet. I saw this little rat swimming around in the toilet bowl. I screamed.
Well,
I woke up my dad.
Probably swam up. Swim up through your toilets. You have personal experience,
dude. Mm-mm. But whatchamacallit? So yeah, you're talking about you're avoiding your parents, your job.
I just wish they would realize that my job's not nearly as interesting as they think it is. I don't know what they want me to say to them all the time.
It's like, did your teachers ever tell you or ask you to go home and ask your parents how their day at work was?
No.
Actually, my history teacher told them if I ever wanted to annoy them, I just keep asking them questions about how their day went. And I think they use that back on me now.
Because I remember
teachers never said that. They never.
Do you remember Mr. Whited? History teacher? He said that jokingly one time.
Mr. Whited was a
Yeah, I hated him. He was cool my freshman year. Total douche my sophomore year. I don't know what kind of transformation he underwent, but...
Probably a divorce.
That's possibly true.
Jay.
Oh, no. I can't imagine anyone wanting to stay with someone like him.
Oh. I don't know. It was weird. He looked like a weird Mr. Incredible.
Oh.
like a weird one though.
Jesus.
Yeah, one of my teachers, they were just like, for a change, just go home, ask your parents how their day at work was, and I'm just like, first of all, I'm not doing that.
Parents don't want me to talk to them. They want me to go in my room and leave them alone.
And if I ask my dad how his day went, well, one, he's retired, so he does the same thing every day.
Yeah.
And two, it's gonna turn into a 3-hour conversation. It's gonna end not even close to the subject we started on.
Oh my god!
He gave me a 20-minute talk the other day about this new hiking stick he made.
Ooh.
I'm like, this is cool and all, but you can go on forever about anything, can't you?
Mm-hmm.
Which I guess is the exact opposite of me, because I can't make anything interesting.
Just say my day was fine. Goodbye.
I guess it's
Tell them good night.
I guess it's because a lot
at
of
5 p.m.
I guess it's because a lot of the work I do now, Doc does a lot too by himself for no reason. So
yeah, why does he know so much about PVC pipe?
I know, dude. I guess he just learned all this stuff over the years, so he doesn't have to call someone to do it for him. You know? Why spend all that money when you can do it yourself?
Word.
All power to him.
I don't know.
Stuff I'd never expect to be interesting, jumps on immediately.
So, living at home, plumbing job,
Not
Pokemon.
Pretty much.
That's it.
Whoop, whoop. Yeah. So, I'm just getting over sickness. Surprise, guys.
Really?
No.
Oh.
No. Tuesday, I went into work and I was just like, maybe half an hour to an hour into it, I started feeling like, this is at the beginning of an 8-hour shift.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I started feeling funny. I'm just like, I'm freezing out of nowhere. I had my jacket on, which I normally don't do because I'm like working up a sweat, walking back and forth. But like I was just standing in one spot and I was freezing. And then like throughout the whole shift, I started getting worse and worse. I had to put on my heavier jacket.
Oh my god!
And Cam and Dewan, they were just like, Tom, you look like death.
Yeah.
Like my look or whatever. I was pale.
Like pale and
or whatever.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. I went into the bathroom.